And we will start lying on our backs today. Have a block handy. Yeah, so we're going to use the block throughout the practice today. Have it just down by your side. And then we can bring the soles of the feet together, knees open. And we'll just relax down onto the mat and take your arms up and over your head. So take a little moment just to settle there. So you've all had different kinds of days today. So maybe some of you have been on your laptop all day. Maybe some of you have been playing golf. Maybe some of you have been doing lots of exercise. So you're all in a different place. But in this beginning moment, we're trying to all get to the same place. So that place where we're letting go of whatever's been going on today. And using our breath just to help us focus on this moment. So letting go of all the stories, all the excuses, all the everythings. Just to arrive on our mat, free of all of that, ready to move according to what you feel. And from what you feel, working out what it is that you need from this practice. And then learning to take it. So whatever I offer you within the practice today, taking what you need from it and leaving whatever isn't helpful today. So getting those nice, slow, steady breaths going. Filling yourself up with the breath in. And emptying yourself with the breath out. Nice full deep breaths in. Long full breaths out. And some of you know about Ujjayi breathing, where you take the back of the tongue, push it into the back of the throat, and create like a wave-like sound as you breathe. And don't worry if all of that just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Just continue to breathe mindfully. But if you are accustomed to that Ujjayi breathing, then do it while you're at home. It's a nice way to create heat to help you to bring your focus inwards. And it's a good way to imagine directing the breath to wherever you need it. Also, it's a little bit louder than your normal breathing, so that's another anchor into the moment. We'll take one more breath here. So all together, let's take a breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, draw the belly button back, push through your feet, and then lift the hips up to the sky. And then inhale as you lower the spine back down. Feel each of the vertebrae touch the floor there. Exhale as you lift the arms up and over your head. Bring the arms towards your knees. Lift the head off the floor, shoulders off the floor. Squeeze the belly button back. And then inhale as you lower back down. Okay, so try and move it with the breath. As you exhale, push your feet together. Lift the hips up. And as you inhale, lower the spine back down. Exhale, arms come up and over towards your knees. Lift the head off the floor, shoulders off the floor. Squeeze your belly button back. And then inhale, lower yourself back. Exhale, push the feet together. Lift the hips up. Inhale, lower the spine down, arms come over towards the knees as you exhale, head off the floor, shoulders off the floor, core engaging. Last time, inhaling as you lower the arms back down, spine back down. Exhaling, pushing the feet together, lift the hips up. Inhale as you lower the spine back down. And then bringing the arms up and over the head, the exhale, sorry, the hands towards the knees, you lift your head off the floor, shoulders off the floor, and then you're going to pulse it there for 5, 4, 3, really getting into your core, 2, and 1. Then you can lower all the way back down, take the arms up and over your head, let your knees relax open. We breathe into the belly, into the rib cage, into the chest. And breathe out, draw the belly button back. All right, so now just bring your hands down and catch hold of your block. You're going to lift your hips up and just slide the block underneath your sacrum. Yeah, so that's not on your spine. That's just a little lower than that on the flat bone by your buttocks, the top of your buttocks. If you haven't got a pillow, block, you can use a pillow if you want. If you haven't got anything, then don't worry, just stay where you are. But just for a moment, take a breath in this place. And as you exhale, let the belly draw back. Just notice that increased stretch. We'll take one more breath here. Yeah. So now bring your knees up together. Have your feet flat onto the floor. Push through your feet and then lift the hips up. And you can turn the block now onto its other edge. Yeah, so it's slightly higher. And let the sacrum rest onto the block. Now have a little feel. Does that feel like too much? You know, and if it is, then you can just lower the block back, or you can take the block away. The hands rest down onto the mat, palms flat. And now bring your right thigh into your chest without straightening your leg, and squeeze the leg in, yeah, towards your belly. Then you're going to take your right foot towards your face, your right knee out towards the side, and just sway from side to side there. I like just how that wakes up the hips, how the leg moves within the hips. Swinging it from side to side. And then bring the right thigh back towards the chest, and we're just going to pulse it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then extend the right leg towards the sky. Have the leg straight and pulse the leg towards your head for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Point your right toes and lower the leg nice and straight all the way down to the bottom of the mat. And once the heel touches the floor, just let the right toes fall out to the side. Relax the right leg, relax the right hip. Breath in. And breath out, belly draws back. Okay, so now rebend the right leg, have your right foot flat on the floor. And then bring your left thigh into your chest. Use your hip flexors, use your core. And we bring the foot towards the face, the knee out to the side, and we alternate like that, just rocking from side to side, bringing the knee outwards, drawing the knee inwards, seeing how that feels within the hips. And then bring the left thigh back towards the chest and pulse it in for 5, 4, 3, 2. Where do you feel this within the hips? And then extend the left leg straight to the sky. So hopefully you feel the hamstring now. You're going to pulse the leg in for 5, 4, 3. Try and keep the leg straight. 2, and 1. Point your left toes. And then lower the leg all the way down onto the mat, keeping the leg nice and straight. And once the heel lands on the floor, you can let the left toes fall out to the side and let that left hip melt outwards. Breathe in and breathe out. And if at any time you want to put the block on its lower edge, go for it. Good. All right, we'll rebend the left leg, have the foot flat onto the floor, and now lift the hips up to the sky. You're going to take the block away if it's there and slowly start to lower the spine down vertebra by vertebra. Okay, bring both knees into your chest and we'll drop both knees to the right side into a twist. Look at your left hand, breathe into the belly, into the rib cage, into the chest. And as you breathe out, bring the knees back into your chest and we'll let them fall to the other side. Looking to your right hand, breath in, belly, rib cage, chest expands. Bring the knees back into the center. We're going to come up to seated, so you can take the hands behind the thighs, roll your way up, and you're going to extend your legs out in front. Have your hands by your hips, push down through the hands to lift your chest up, and then lower over your legs. Yeah. Now you can have your knees bent. You can be sat on a block. You can make this as comfortable as you like. You're going to close your eyes and take 3 long, slow breaths. Okay, so every inhale, try and lengthen your spine. And every exhale, try and relax into the fold. Every inhale, lengthen into the spine. Every exhale, fold. Last breath, inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Roll up, come up to seated, and take the hands just behind you, lift your chest up. We're going to try the same action that we just did when we were on the block. So you're going to bend your right leg and bring your right heel in towards your right hip. Now, if this starts to happen, then you've gone too far. So how far can you drag the heel in without rounding into your back? And then you can try and hover your right foot off the floor, holding that right thigh in towards your chest. Breathe in. Good. And then as you breathe out, you can slide the right leg all the way back out. Maybe shake out the right leg. We try it one more time. Push through the fingertips, reset, make yourself tall. And then start to slide the right heel in towards your hip. And if you start to crumble, then you've gone too far. And then try and hover the right foot off the floor. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then extend the leg all the way back out. Maybe give the leg a little shake. It's big in that hip. Going for the other side. So push your fingertips. Lift yourself up tall again. You might be leaning back a little bit. And then start to drag your left heel in towards the left hip. See how far you can go without collapsing. Keep the chest lifting. And then maybe you can hover that left foot off the floor. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hope you're not cramping up. Slide the left leg back out. Shake it out if you need to. Let me try one more time. Reset yourself. Lift up tall. And then start to slide the left heel in towards your left hip. Hold it there. You might not be able to get the foot off the floor, but we work at it. Use the intention. Hover it off. Visualize it hovering for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then extend the left leg all the way back. You're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Knees open. It's nice to stretch out those hips now after all that forwards and back work. Inhale, lift yourself up, and then exhale, fold forwards. You can rock from side to side. That always helps me wiggle my way back into the body. And we'll come back up, bring the knees together. Let's take the legs behind into a downward dog shape. Okay, so from here, make an inverted V, knees bent, press the heels down towards the floor, wiggle the hips. We'll take a few sun salutations just to warm up the body a bit more. So inhale, bend the knees and look forwards. You can step or jump your feet inside the hands. Take a halfway lift and lengthen. Maybe you can feel the work you've done in your hips here. And then exhale and fold, relax your head. Press your palms together, lift your arms up, and then push the thighs forwards, hips forwards, gaze up to the hands. Exhale and fold, hinge from your hips. Inhale, lift the head, chest up. As you exhale, plant the hands. You can jump back or step back. Find your plank pose. Elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down. Come through into your cobra up dog, lift the chest up. Take it up and back into your downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, bend the knees and look forwards. You're going to jump the feet inside the hands or step. Still inhaling with a halfway lift. And then exhale and fold. Inhale, lift your arms up. Press your palms together, thighs forwards, hips forwards, counterposing what we've been doing. And then exhale, fold and hinge. Inhale, take a halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, jump your feet back or step them. Elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down. Come through into that cobra up dog. And meet me in your downward facing dog. Hold it there, now take a breath in. And a long breath out. All right, so we're gonna try and hover your right foot off the floor without the right toes coming forwards of the left toes and without bending the right leg. So it's a little bit awkward. I'm gonna do it with the left leg so you can see, just hovering the foot off the floor. Now try and keep the leg straight as you pulse it forwards. So it's kind of the same action as we were doing lying on the block. And then bend the knee, and again, squeeze the left thigh, the right thigh into the chest. Nice little pulses. And that's it, just like you were doing on the block. All right, so the next time you pulse the leg forwards, take the shoulders over the hands, and then slot the foot inside the right thumb. Lower the left knee to the floor, release the left toes, and then come up into your low lunge. You get to stretch out what you've worked through the front of that left thigh. We'll take a twist, press the palms together, twist towards the right left elbow onto your right knee. Push your palms together as you look up past the top elbow. Inhale and exhale. Yeah, coming back to the center, we're going to go back onto the left leg now and draw your right toes towards the sky. Breathe in, chest to your toes. Breathe out and fall forwards. Okay. Now as you inhale, lift the head, chest up. You're on your fingertips, hands could be on a block. You're going to point your right toes. You're going to try and lift your right leg up off the floor. And it might not happen yet, but you might visualize it happening. Right, lower the right foot back down. Bend into the right leg. Hands either side, you lift your back knee and take your front foot to the back. Yes, elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down. Come through, cobra up dog, lift the chest. Take it up and back into the downward facing dog. So let's try that on the left side. Hover the left foot off the floor, keep your toes in line. Yes, how much can you arch your lower back to get more space? And now keeping the legs straight, just try and pulse it forwards. It's not going to go far. Nice little pulses, just seeing how the leg moves within the hip. And then bend the left leg, heel comes to the bum, and then try and pulse the left thigh into your chest. Yeah, you're staying in down dog. The next time you pulse the knee forwards, take the shoulders over the hands, and then the foot lands inside the left thumb. Good, lower your right knee to the floor, release the right toes, and then come up into your low lunge, lift the chest up. Do stretching out what we've been working. Bring the hands heart center, and we twist towards the left, right elbow onto your knee. Push down to the left palm as you twist. Good, release, we'll take the hands, either side front foot. Come back onto your right knee And now left toes to the sky. Good afternoon, good evening, hamstrings. Inhale, chest to toes, exhale and fold. Then inhale, lift yourself up, you're on your fingertips, you're pointing your left toes, and then you're visualizing the left leg moving into the left hip, and that helps to lift the left foot off. Might be a tiny movement, one more breath. And then lower the left foot if you manage to lift it, and then rebend into your left leg, hands either side, lift the back knee, front foot to the back, vinyasa. Elbows brush the rib cage. Come through into cobra, but think about this stretch through the front of your body. And then take it up and back into downward facing dog. Breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. I'm going to talk you through this next bit. See if you can continue with me, go along as I describe it. Okay, so hover your right foot off the floor. And that's it, like we've been doing, so those toes are in line. Get the little pulsing of the leg forwards. And then you can bend the knee, and again, try and pulse the right thigh into your chest. Okay, so from here now, straighten the right leg. Hover the foot off the floor, and you're going to come up high onto your left toes. Then take your shoulders over the hands, and then try and tap the wrist with your right foot. You won't get there, or you might not get there, or you might get there. Then take it all the way back, bend the knee, open up the hip. Here, bring your right foot inside your right thumb. That should be easy now. And come up into high lunge, legs nice and strong. Good, take your hands down either side, front foot, and now we work on straightening this right leg. You can flex your front foot. You can bring your hands onto your shins. You could try, push your hands and hover your right foot off the floor. Might be a minute movement, might be big, whatever you're happy with. Okay, rebend into the right leg, front foot to the back. Vinyasa, elbows brush the rib cage. Cobra up dog, stretching out what you've worked. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. So if you didn't get it on the right side, maybe you've got another chance here. So let's hover the left foot off the floor, toes are in line. So like you did earlier, can you try and pulse the leg forwards? Just notice which muscles you're using, even if you're not moving the leg far. Then bend the knee, pulse the left thigh into your chest. So you've got the action now. Now you can straighten that left leg, foot is still hovering off the floor. Gonna come up high onto your right toes. Take your shoulders over the hands and then try and tap the wrist with your left foot, and you might not get there. You just work towards it. Taking the left leg all the way back, bend the knee and open up the hip. Then bring your left foot inside your left thumb. This is the easy bit now. And then come up into your high lunge. Lift the arms up. That's it. Stretch out what you've worked here. Lower the hands down, and now you can work on straightening this right leg. You got your left leg. Listen to where you're at. You could stay here, hands on the shins. Push down to your right heel. Maybe come up onto the toes of the left foot. Maybe hover the left foot. Might feel impossible, but with time it becomes possible. So rebend into your left leg. Front foot to the back. Vinyasa. Go with your flow. Meet me in that cobra up dog, and then into the downward facing dog. Once you get there, take a breath in and a long breath out. Let's rinse all of that out with a sun salutation. So bend the knees and look forwards. Jump the hips high, land the feet inside the hands. Halfway lift once you get there. Exhale and fold, relax your head. Roll your way up, last thing to come up is the head. Push the palms together, thighs forwards, hips forwards, lift your arms up. And then exhale, fold and hinge. Inhale, lift the head, chest up. Exhale, plant the hands, jump back, step back. Vinyasa, go with your flow. And then meet me in downward facing dog. All right, guys, let's lift the right leg up, bend the knee and open up the hip. All that should feel pretty warm and active. Right foot lands inside right thumb. Come up into your high lunge. All right, strong legs now. Take your hands behind you, draw your shoulders back. Now this right leg is going to stay bent, and you're coming into warrior three, but with a bent leg. So stand onto the right leg and lift the left leg. Keep the right leg bent. I know it's challenging. I know it's difficult. See if you can straighten your right leg and lift your left leg higher. And then re-bend the right leg. If it's a struggle, enjoy the struggle. Come to standing on your right leg and bring your left knee up to your chest. Squeeze the thigh up, up. You've done this action throughout the class. Squeeze the thigh up. Right hand outside the left leg and then left hand behind you into your twist. That's it, good, hold it there. Almost. Good. Take the left arm up to the sky. Turn the chest towards the front of the mat. And now extend the left leg all the way to the sky, hands to the floor. Heel to the bum, open up the hip. While we are at it, bring your left thigh into your belly. I know this isn't a popular thing, but imagine there's a ball in between your hands and try and kick the ball with your left foot. And then swing it all the way back. I know it's not popular, but give it a go. Again, imagine there's a ball in between your hands. Kick the ball and then take it back. Lower the left foot next to the right. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Roll your way up. Press your palms together. Lift your arms up. Thighs forwards, hips forwards. Exhale and fold, hinge. Inhale, lift the head, chest up. How lightly can you jump back? Keep your shoulders over the hands as you do it. Elbows brush the rib cage. Come through cobra, up dog. Downward facing dog, ready for the last flow. Now let's lift the left leg up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. So find that freedom there now in the leg. Left foot inside left thumb. Come through into your high lunge, lift the arms up. You got it, guys, well done. We are prepped for this. Take your arms down by your sides. Lower the chest over your bent leg. Keep this leg nice and bent. Stand onto it and lift the right leg up. Notice which muscles you engage to lift the right leg up. Straighten the left leg, lift the right leg higher. And then re-bend the left leg. I know it's a challenge. Move through the struggle. Stand onto the left leg and bring your right knee into your chest. Now that action we've been doing throughout the class. Hug, 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 right thigh up towards your chest. Take your left hand outside your right leg. Right fingers behind you into a twist. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Right arm up to the sky. Take the right leg behind you. Hands to the floor. And then right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip. All right, everybody's favorite. I know it is your favorite. Bring your right thigh into your belly. And have a bend in the left leg. And imagine kicking a ball in between your hands. And then re-bend the leg. Okay, try again. Kicking a ball with the right foot. And then re-bend the legs. And I know it's a struggle, but the intention will get you there eventually. Open up the hips, relax the head.
And we lower your right foot next to your left. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Start to roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Good. Press the palms together. Lift the arms up. Thighs forwards, hips forwards. And then exhale, fold and hinge. Inhale, lift the head, chest up. Exhale, plant the hands, jump, step, float your way back. Vinyasa, elbows brush the rib cage. Come through cobra, up dog. And we meet in downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. You get to enjoy pigeon now. Right knee to right wrist. Right foot towards the left wrist, and we'll slide the back leg away. Good. Take a little moment in pigeon so your forearms can come to the floor. You can rock from side to side. You can enjoy all that mobility that you found. Trying to stretch what we've worked now. So yoga is one big counter pose. So everything is counterposed. Now the block can go underneath your right hip here if you find this awkward. All right, so let's give it a go. Use your left hamstring now to bend the left leg, bringing the left heel into your bum. Yeah, be careful of the left knee, and then lower the leg, nice and controlled. Feel the hamstring lengthen. Okay, so again, as you exhale, bend the left knee. Feel the hamstring contract, squeeze the heel into the bum, and then lengthen the hamstring, lowering the left foot back down. Good. Just be careful of the knees. So you're on your fingertips, and you lift your chest up, push out of the floor, lifting the chest up and back. And then as you exhale, we'll fold, lie onto your right side. Start to open up the left hip and spin this left leg all the way to the front. So we've played with this today, Monday. Sole of your right foot, inner left thigh. Hands by your hips, lift up tall, and then exhale, fold over your left leg. You want the center of the chest over your leg. Inhale and exhale. And now find the space in between your knees, and there's that diagonal line from your pelvis outwards, in between your legs. And what you want to try and do is really push down to the back of your left leg here. And reach the fingers away. Bringing your body back over your right leg. Lift yourself up, and we're going to lift the right knee up, foot flat on the floor. You're used to being here now. Reach your arms forwards, push your left heel, and we're going to lower down onto our backs just for a moment. Arms go up and over your head. And then on the exhale, lift the arms all the way back up. Head off the floor, shoulders off the floor, push through your left heel. There might be a struggle. The struggle's okay. And then lift the arms all the way up to the sky. Get that length. Can you hover your right foot off the floor? Good. Lower the hands. Extend your right leg out. Let's go for the left side. Hands by your hips. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale and fold over your left leg. Chest is in between. Is above your right leg. I haven't worked out how to say this properly. The center of your chest is laying over your right leg. Inhale and exhale. Now sweep the body towards the middle, in between your knees, reaching the fingers away, but push down to the back of your right thigh. Can you feel your right sit bone pushing to the floor? Long breath in and long breath out.
Good. And bringing your body back over your right leg. Lifting yourself up. We're going to bring this left knee up to the sky. Left foot flat on the floor. Okay, so you're used to being here now. You're used to drawing that left thigh into the chest. Arms reach forwards. Push your right heel. That's going to help you a lot. And we start to round into the back as you lower down, nice and strong and controlled. Once you get there, arms go up and over your head. Maybe you got there quickly, that's fine. And as you exhale, lift your arms up, lift your head up, lift your shoulders up, push through the right heel, lift your arms up, feel the lower back lengthen, and then could you hover your left foot off the floor? Doesn't matter if it's not happening. And we'll lower the left foot down, lower the hands down, bring both feet up. Right, take the hands around the shins, round into your back and bring your chin to your chest. And then maybe you come onto your tiptoes. And then maybe the tiptoes hover off the floor. Inch round into the back, breathe in. And breathe out. You've got your block handy. Keep your feet off the floor. Catch hold of your block and have it in front of you. You lift your legs up a little bit higher. We're going to do low boat, high boat about 4 times. Okay, so straighten your legs, lower down onto your lower back, keep the legs off, and then come back up. And again, lower down, come back up. 2 more times, lower down, come back up. Last one, you're going to deserve your dinner after this. Come back up, soles of the feet together, push down to the edges of the feet and then fall forward. So a lot of work goes into the hip flexors there where we don't want it. So just use this moment to stretch it out before we do another round with the block in a different place. If you haven't got a block, don't worry. Roll your way back up, lift the knees up, hover the feet off, and now take the block in between your knees. I know it's a challenge. We can do it. Let's do it. Reach your arms forwards. Come into your low boat. Squeeze your knees together. Lift your knees back up. And again, low boat. Don't think about it. Come back up. Last time, low boat. Come back up. Good. Take the block away. Soles of the feet together. Catch hold of your feet. Lift yourself up tall. And again, fall forwards. We don't want tension to build up there in the hips, so it's nice to let it go. We've got one more round, this time with the block in between the feet. And this is for pudding or for a glass of wine, yeah, depending on what you like. So we'll start to come back up. Taking the block in between your feet now. Leaning back, and you might just stay here. This is already working your core loads. If not, going to come into low boat, keep squeezing the block. Come back up, bring your knees up. Yes, I good. And again, low boat, keep squeezing the block. Bring it back up. One more for luck, low boat. This is for luck and for pudding. And then come back up. Good. Take the block away, soles of the feet together, reach your arms forwards and this time recline. So lower the spine down. Keep pressing your feet together. Control the journey down. Arms up and over your head and you can just relax. Knees open. Take a breath in. And a long breath out. Enjoy all the sensations there. So I'm remembering that if there was anything that you couldn't quite physically do yet, it's just about having that intention to do it. And then eventually the physical action will come. So don't be discouraged if there's certain things throughout that you just can't quite connect the movement to your brain or something's not quite there yet. It will come if the intention to do it is there. So we'll bring the knees back up to the sky, feet flat onto the floor.
Push through your feet and then lift the hips up to the sky. So a big counter pose now. You take your hands underneath you, interlace them, squeeze your shoulder blades together. You should feel your hamstrings, your glutes, and the front of the thighs getting a stretch. Front of the hips getting a stretch. And then release the hands and slowly lower the spine down. So I want you to repeat that again or come into wheel. So that if you're going into wheel, fingers towards the shoulders, press your palms flat, lifting through the hips and then pushing up through the hands. You get that extra stretch. Otherwise, bridge again. That looks great. Think about the knees drawing towards each other. Nice, Hazel, that's it. Beautiful, nice, Michelle, well done. Draw your chest towards the Christmas tree, Michelle. Yes. And then when you're ready, chin to chest, and you can start to lower the spine down slowly. Oh, well done, guys. It's not an easy class that there's so many different factors in there, so did a great job, I am sure. Feet as wide as the mat, and we just let the knees inner and outer, dropping in, alternating, windscreen wiping. You got two options. You can take a plow pose or a twist. Maybe you want to do both. But I'm going to take you both into a twist. So you can hug your knees into your chest. You're welcome to do that plow pose if you want. But we'll let both knees fall to the right side if you're joining me. I think with the plow pose, we've already done a lot of forward folding throughout the class, so we don't really need that one. But if you feel like you need it, take it. And we'll bring the knees back into your chest. We'll let them fall to the other side. Yeah, I've been thinking about this one like the body wrapping around the spine rather than the spine moving. It's the body wrapping around the spine. Bringing the knees back into your chest, and then just let the feet slide to the corners of the mat. Arms down by your side, palms faced up. Let your face relax, let your jaw relax, let your hips relax. Whatever you managed of the class, whether that was watching half of it, whether that was having the intention to do something, not quite finding that physical action, or whether that it was easeful and your body was ready and able to flow through it. Whatever the scenario was of your practice today, let's let it all go. Like we spent the time at the beginning letting go of your day, whatever it entailed, to come into a neutral place. Now you've strengthened and stretched your body, you've spent that time focusing on yourself, and you can just free yourself of all of that and just be you for the rest of the day. And as you know, you can stay here as long as you like. If you would like to move with me, we've got things to do. Then you start to breathe a little bit deeper. Bring movement into fingers and into toes. Breath in as you reach the arms above the head, full body stretch. And roll to the right side into a fetal shape. Keeping your eyes closed, come up to seated to face the front.
Arms together in honor of yourself. Big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale through the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. Have a great evening. Nice flexible hips.